Happy Tuesday. Hello, everyone. So today I want to jump straight in and talk about publishing and being relevant. And this came up because MoviePass is actually someone I was thinking about writing about for Funnel Friday. And I actually ended up writing. I wasn't a big fan of the content. It turned out to be pretty convoluted. It's a tough funnel and even more sophisticated than I thought, and it was kind of hard to talk about and not go too deep to where I would lose people. So it was tough content, but I was on the fence about publishing, and then I saw today they were reporting, and there was a whole heap of just news articles about them, and it just reminded me, like, at our heart, as business owners, operators, marketers, founders, CEOs, CMOs, directors, analysts, everywhere up and down the chain, if your job is to convince someone of something, at its basic core tenet, at its heart, you need to be a writer. And you need to understand what it takes to speak to someone at an emotional level and talk to them in terms of what they deem valuable to convert them. I mean, really, I feel myself saying, the word convert a lot more these days, but that's really what it's about. And it's about this idea of permission marketing and telling a story that reaches people where they need to be reached. And I talk about publishing and being relevant, and Trey Stone and Matt Parker are two people that I really admire in terms of content creators, and they're the founders of South Park, Book of Mormon. And it was really, I grew up watching South Park like every other millennial, but as I'm 30 now, so as I look back at their legacy, what I was really always fascinated by, and it was not something that everyone saw, it's called 6 Days of Air, and I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. And if you're even remote fans of, let's just even say Book of Mormon, if you're a fan of Book of Mormon, you need to go see this documentary called 6 Days of Air. And if you don't know how South Park's made, it's fascinating. And what they do is they slowly eroded this time to deliver to the news networks, to Comedy Central, and to the point now where Matt and Trey will begin. They don't, like most TV shows, take a year. They start if it airs, South Park airs on a Wednesday, they start Thursday. They literally start 6 days, and that's no joke. And they go through I think it's one entire week. Like this, it's deadly serious. They stay up all night, at least the last 3 days, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And it just goes to show you that's how they remain so relevant. If you watch it, it's like, God, that was on last night. That broke last night. How did they make that in the episode? That's how they do it. And that's why, partly because of that, and partly because Matt and Trey are perfectionists, so they try to wait until the last second, and they like the pressure. But that's really what I was reminded of today, was you need to be able to, at any given moment, be able to pick up a pen, a paper, an iPad, whatever you write with, your laptop, your computer, whatever you write with, you need to be able to pick that up and start writing, start telling a story. That could be your H4n, that could be your dictaphone, whatever the case may be. If you go, I like using my Google Drive text-to-speech app a lot. I'll walk my dog and do 10 minutes in the morning. By then, if I'm just vetting out the idea, I can get 2,000 words done. And then I just come back in and edit it. So that's a really kind of pro tip I use all the time. But you need to be able to just tell a story. And then whenever you feel that calling, whenever you feel something, God, that could be a really good, persuasive message, I could use that. Jot it down, because at any given moment, you don't really know what's going to be a wonderful, great idea. And if you don't capture it, it's never going to happen. And had I not had that urge, had I not seen those headlines and gone, gosh, I really, that urge to be in those headlines and tell my story too. This is a hard-hitting keyword right now, MoviePass. I've got 2,000 words and screenshots and a 15-minute video about it. Let's publish. And if I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't be, whatever happens of it. Let's say it goes viral, gets 50,000, gets 5,000, gets -5 views. I don't care. But you literally will never get the opportunity, the chance to hit it big on a viral piece of evergreen content if you're not ready at any given moment to just publish and create. And so never lose that sense of just like childlike wonder of just getting curious about a topic and going and doing research and putting it pen to paper. You can always, refurbish or reuse and revitalize any bit of content you have. If you're not going to use it right now, you can Frankenstein it up with some other content. But at its heart, we get so focused, whether you own a company, whether you run a company, you get so focused on the day-to-day and the grind that you forget you still have to be creating organic information that helps people. And the second you stop doing that, you might as well just hand your innovation to the competition, because you're not getting any. So never forget that. Never stop producing, never stop creating, and never stop pushing publish. We'll see you tomorrow.